Hi, and welcome to part 2 of classical pieces for people who don't like classical music. The first video got a much bigger response than I anticipated, so luckily I already had a couple of other installments planned. So here we go. I should add real quick a big thank you to everybody who gave such great suggestions in the comments of the previous video. I'll just tell you real quick about my criteria. I'm looking for pieces that are immediately likable, right? There's a lot of great pieces in classical music, some of my favorites, that take a few listens to get into. That's not what I'm looking for now. But I'm also not looking for the absolute cliche of pieces, right? I'm probably not going to recommend Für Elise by Beethoven or Eine kleine Nachtmusik by Mozart, just because I imagine most people already explicitly know those pieces. So I'm looking for something a little different. So here's my fourth selection for classical pieces for people who don't like classical music. It is the first movement, the march, from the Suite in F for Military Band by Gustav Holst. Now this piece has no strings in it at all. I'm a string player, so you know it must be good if I like it. This piece is incredibly melodic, and I just can't imagine somebody not liking it. Check it out. For my fifth selection, I'm going all the way back to Joseph Haydn, one of my musical heroes. I'm not going to go with one of his more classical sounding pieces, like the more polite sounding, which I also love, by the way. I'm going to go a little further back to his Symphony number 39 in G minor. It's during his Sturm und Drang period. He was younger, he was angsty, and there's lots of patterns, but it's also minor key and kind of intense, which people tend to like if they don't like classical music. Check it out. And for selection number 6, I'm going to go with the opening movement, the Promenade, from Mussorgsky's Pictures at an Exhibition as orchestrated by Maurice Ravel. Mussorgsky's good friend, who was a watercolorist, died and just really affected him. He went to a showing of his works, walked around, and composed pieces for several of the pictures. But one of the most iconic moments in the piece, Pictures at an Exhibition, are the promenade movements, which symbolize him walking between the pictures. I always just loved that. I was captivated by that idea that would be represented in music. And this piece is so short, the opening is less than 2 minutes. It's perfect for slipping it into that playlist on the road trip or something for your friend who doesn't like classical music. They won't even know it hit them. Check it out.